In California's Central Valley, cotton was once a top commodity, making more money than any other crop. Now, cotton is a slowly dying industry, with hardly any farmers left successfully producing it. Chuck Deathridge, one of the last cotton farmers in California, has been affected by the recent drought and has had to reevaluate his cropping plans.
For the last 15 years, we've been growing mainly Pima cotton. Pima cotton demands the highest price because it's some of the best quality, long staple cotton that you can make basically high quality materials with. Our growing costs are so much higher in the Central Valley than most any other place in the world that we have to grow these types of cotton in order to survive.
Unfortunately, Chuck Deathridge has had to deprioritize his cotton because of the drought.
Cotton is still a good part of our rotation. However, when water becomes an issue, like it has this year with the drought, we have to start looking at which crops make us the most money, which one utilizes the least amount of water, and which ones we have to have water for. Permanent crops, for example, the pistachio trees, the almond trees, the grapevines, we have to have water for those every year or they die, regardless of whether we make a crop. Cotton, onions, tomatoes, annual crops that you can grow on a yearly basis, they become toward the end of the line when it comes to needing water. We have to subsidize our permanent crops first, and then we go to crops that make us the most money. Cotton is basically kind of toward the bottom. It's an annual crop that we can choose to grow when the price is right, but for the most part, its acreages are declining quickly because other crops utilize the water. We have to utilize the water for those other crops first.
This particular field of Pima cotton was planted in April and will be harvested between the months of September and October. This cotton gin in San Joaquin is one of the few working cotton gins in the Central Valley today. This gin is where the cotton fiber is separated from the seed, dried, cleaned, baled, and stored for selling. The cotton is transported through and eventually out of the gin by a conveyor system. If the cotton is shipped to the gin in modules, the modules are broken apart by spiked rollers in the module feeder. Today, as cotton acres declines, cotton gins are closing down all over California, and this very one may be next. Cotton, once known as California's king, is now disappearing in front of our eyes. California's drought has changed the world of agriculture and the world of cotton tremendously.